What's up YouTube, Yamarashi here with a Fire King deck list. I've been testing these out on DN, and once Cosmo Blazer and that structure deck come out, this will be my next deck by far. This is an amazing deck, and I can't wait to build it. So here we go. First I play 2 Bear. Once per turn, when this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, set 1 Fire Dance spell card from your deck. Once per turn, send 1 Fire Dance spell and trap you control to the grave. Target 1 monster on the field, destroy it. So it's kind of like Murmillo for Gladiator Beast. Next card is Dragon. Once per turn, if a Fire Dance spell and trap card is activated, you can set 1 Fire Dance trap card from your deck. Once per turn, you can send 2 Fire Dance spell and trap cards you control to the grave to target 1 Fire Fist and special summon it. Next card is Hawk. When this card is destroyed by your opponent's card, either by battle or card effect, you can choose 1 Fire Dance spell card in your deck and set it into your spell and trap card zone. While a Fire Dance spell is face up on the field, all Fire Fist monsters you control gain 500 attack and defense. So this thing automatically boosts up to 2000. If you have like Tensu or Tenki and this gets attacked, it's automatically 2 grand. Kind of like Spy. So next is Monkey. Play 2 Monkey. Once per turn, when this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, set 1 Fire Dance spell card from your deck. Once per turn, you can send 1 Fire Dance spell trap you control to the grave to target 1 spell trap on the field, spell or trap card on the field, and destroy it. Next card is Raven. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, so it doesn't even need to be destroyed, just send it at all, you can set 1 Fire Dance spell card from your deck. And while it's face up on the field, Fire Dance spell and trap cards cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects, so you can still get your other Fire Fist effects off while Raven's on the field, which is really good. And then the tech card that helps you go into Tiger very quickly, which I will go over soon, is Enthusiastic Beastman Wolfberg. He's 1600 attack, and he's fire, Beast Warrior, so you can search him out with Tenki, and you can normal summon him again with Tensu, so it's really good. And his effect is a once per turn effect. You target 1 level 4 Fire Beast Warrior, so it's pretty much any of your monkeys, any of your dragons, and also your Fire Kings. So you target one of those in your graveyard, special summon it in face-up defense, and its effects on the field are negated. So you can still Dark Hole after that and get Barong or Yaksha's effect, which I will go over. But he's just a quick exceed play for Tiger. It's like an instant Tiger. Kind of like the tour guide of the deck too. But I don't want to run 3 because then I'll get cloggy, not having some in the graveyard. So the next card is Fire King Avatar Barong. If I'm saying that wrong, I'm sorry. But it hasn't been pronounced to me yet. So if this is for all the Fire Kings, except, well, just these 2. This one doesn't have this effect. But if a face-up Fire King monster you control is destroyed by a card effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. So that's kind of cool. So after they Dark Hole, you can special summon that like Shark, I guess. And during the next standby phase, after this card is destroyed by a card effect and sent to the graveyard, add 1 Fire King card from your deck to your hand, except itself. So you can add a monster, you can add High Avatar, you can add Fire Ring, or mainly Onslaught of the Fire Kings, which I will go over. Fire King Avatar Yaksha. And again with the Fire King effect, if a face-up Fire King is destroyed, you special summon this card from your hand. If this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can destroy 1 card in your hand or on the field. So if they attack over, or no, sorry, if they, if they attack over this and you have Barong in your hand or on the field, or if you have High Avatar in your hand, kind of like a dead draw, because really you want to draw Onslaught first to get this out. If you dead draw High Avatar, you can use Yaksha's effect to destroy it from your hand and then go off next turn, which is really cool. So now I'm going to go over the most broken card in the deck. Fire King High Avatar Garunix. During the next standby phase, after this card is destroyed by a card effect and sent to the graveyard, special summon this card from your graveyard. When you do, destroy all other monsters on the field. So it's like Judgment Dragon, which is why I'm kind of switching to this deck. Then, when this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one Fire King from your deck except this card. So if this is destroyed by effect, it gets itself back like a Reborn/JD. And if it's destroyed by battle, you get to special summon these guys in attack or defense, doesn't matter, which is really cool. So for spell and traps, we have a Dark Hole, 2 Fire King's Fire Rings. I'm pretty sure the name's going to change, but because I was looking on the Wikia and it looked really different in the structure deck. But basically, in my opinion, it's kind of like the Lance, because it's a chainable, and you target a fire you control and one in the graveyard. Destroy the first and special the second. And there's no other effects after that, except you just can't activate more than one per turn. So if you have this guy face up, well, it's actually, if you have this one, High Avatar in the grave, and you have a face up Barong, activate this after they like deprison. You destroy Barong, so it does get its effect during the next standby phase, and you special summon High Avatar, then you just attack again. It's pretty cool. So it's also kind of like Call of the Haunted during the battle phase, if you want to think of it that way. Also, we have 3 Fire Dance Tenki. This is your searcher. When this card is activated, you add 1 level 4 or lower Beast Warrior monster from your deck to your hand. And while it's face up on the field, all Beast Warrior type monsters you control gain 100 attack. And you can only activate 1 per turn. Then you have two Tensu. Once per turn during your main phase, you can normal summon 1 Beast Warrior monster in addition to your normal summon. So if you normal summon this guy, if you want to, then you can use Tensu's effect after activating it to normal summon any of your other Fire Kings or Fire Fists. Then we have a Heavy Storm, Monster Reborn, 2 MST, and 2 Onslaught of the Fire Kings. Only reason I'm not playing 3 is because it's searchable by Barong, so I don't want it to be a dead draw. I'd rather be able to get my searches off with him. And so Onslaught, what it does is, if your opponent controls a monster and you don't, special summon a Fire Beast, Beast Warrior, or Winged Beast type monster from your deck, but its effects are negated and it will be destroyed during the end phase. So basically, you go second, they set a monster, they say go. Activate this card, special High Avatar, and destroy the monster. During the end phase it gets destroyed. During your standby phase it comes back. Or their standby phase it comes back. So that's pretty broke. Next card is 3 Fire Dance Tensen. This is the trap card for Fire Dance. When this card is activated, target 1 face-up Beast Warrior type monster you control. It gains 700 attack until the end phase. And while this card is face-up on the field, Beast-type Warrior monsters you control gain 300 attack. So what's great about this card is that if it's MST'd, it's chainable to have your monster gain 700 attack. But if you flip this, your monster gains 1,000 attack for the rest of the turn, and then 300 after that. So let's say I have Barong in attack. I flip this in the damage step. He goes up to 28. That's pretty nice, I think. And what's also great about this is that it's also like having 3 of your Fire Dance spells in one spell and trap card slot, so it reduces the space that you want to use to set your other back row. And then I played 2 Mirror Force because I have a lot of trouble with OTK decks, and then 2 Solemn Warnings and 2 Starlight Roads. This is just for drawability. If I can get, that's why I only have 1 Stardust in my extra deck, because I only know I'm only going to get 1 of these off the whole game. But I do want to draw it, so I bumped it up to 2. Extra deck, we have a Stardust for the Starlight. We have Direwolf, the Terrafang. He's a new XYZ coming in Cosmo Blazer. Once per turn, you can detach an XYZ, target 1 Beast, Beast Warrior, or Winged Beast monster you control, and 1 other card in the field, and destroy them. So this is your Scrap Dragon that also lets you get off your high avatar effects. So, and it's 2,000 attack. So let's say they have like a Blackluster Soldier. You summon an Enthusiastic Beastman, special summon any of the level 4s here. You overlay for this guy, destroy your high avatar, and then hit for 2,000, then you get to special your high avatar back. So that's pretty good. I only run 1 Lion because I only have 2 3s. And they do have to be fire, so it's an option, but it's not a great card at the same time, in my opinion. Once per turn, you detach an XYZ material, target 1 fire monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. But if you do, you can't normal summon or special summon that monster or a card by the same name for the rest of the turn. So yeah, it just helps you recycle, but the only thing I would see it being used for is getting this back to your hand while you have a Yaksha, and then let this get destroyed to destroy this, but that's about it. And then we have 3 Tiger. This is the best card in the deck. When this card is XYZ summoned, you set 1 Fire Dance spell or trap from your deck. Then you use its XYZ effect. Once per turn, detach a material, negate the effects of all face-up monsters currently on the field except Beast Warrior type monsters until the end of your opponent's next turn. So even if you get your attack off and such, you main phase 2 just detach to negate effects, and they can't do anything next turn. Like if they want to summon Blackluster Soldier and like try to banish or attack twice, it's not going to happen because this guy. And then when it's destroyed, let me find my place for it. All right, when this card is sent to the field, from the field to the graveyard, so it doesn't even matter if it's destroyed, just send it to the graveyard. You can send 3 Fire Dance spell or trap cards you control, special summon 2 Beast Warriors from the deck with the same attack. So like Bear and Monkey both have 1600. Yaksha, Barong, and Dragon all have 1800 attack, and Enthusiastic Beastman also has 1600. So if you special a Bear and a Beastman, next turn you can send another Fire Dance to pop one of their monsters, and then you use Beastman's effect to special summon and exceed into another Tiger. That's pretty nice. And then we have the Gunman, or the Cowboy, because it's a good card. Pearl for the attack because Stardust is a problem. Stardust Dragon. Then we have Kachikochi. I think it's a good card. If I don't put this in, I would put Abyss Dweller, but I don't have it in real life yet. Then we have My Stroke, not Your Stroke, My Stroke. Then we have Shockmaster, because it's really easy to get into, especially after Tiger gets sent to the graveyard. You have like a Monkey, Enthusiastic Beastman. Use Beastman's effect to overlay for Shockmaster, or Vylon de Sigma and steal one of their cards. It's pretty nice. Then we have Utopia, Pappy, Steel Swarm Roach because he's getting reprinted, and Vylon de Sigma, like I said. So, and you can just kind of see the extra deck. It's not really anything special. Light Imprisoning is for agents, and everything else is pretty standard. I like Transmigration Prophecy, especially because if I have Onslaught in my hand and at least 2 high avatars in the graveyard that aren't going to get their effects, then I can just put them back and then special it again. So that's a deck. Thank you for watching, and like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned.